Hey everybody, I'm David.
I'm Jess.
I'm the husband.
I'm the wife.
And we're married.
15 to life.
Good morning, honey.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am very tired. I'm dragging.
I'm tired. I'm dragging. This is her normal tone of voice. And this is my normal tone of voice. I'm just kidding.
That's not true.
I'm just kidding. No, we're both happy people.
I'm happy. I'm just tired.
I like that color on you.
Thank you. This is how I look when I don't have time to get ready.
What you been doing all morning? Getting ready for your mom or something?
Cleaning, doing YouTube stuff.
Because her parents are coming into town for Resurrection Weekend. And so we're excited to have them.
Just trying to get everything ready for everything.
What is it about the maternal instinct of if either mother comes over, the house has to be...
It's not a mother thing. It's just if anybody's staying in our house, I want it to be clean.
But isn't it particularly extra just daughter to mother or mother-in-law that...
No. Like
really?
I would be the same way if any of my friends were coming, if any family. You know, when somebody comes to your house, you want it to be clean and nice.
Got to get the nest ready.
Yeah, you don't want to walk into a mess, which is our house has been a mess lately because we've been so busy.
Right.
So it's kind of gotten out of hand, which means it's taking longer to get it back together. So,
Absolutely.
Yay.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about today because it is... Jessica's hustling and bustling, getting the house as great as she can. I'm trying to chip in and help when I'm home. And,
which is not very much.
Which is not very much right now.
Not that you're not helping, but you're not home a lot.
It's just not home a lot right now because of the week that it is. And but it's also about a week and when this episode drops, I believe it's going to be the week of the NFL draft. And so I don't really care much about pro football. Jessica cares even less.
Zero.
And so, but I think it would be fun because I was listening to a podcast one day and they did something like this and I thought this might be fun. So what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to draft household chores. So like if we could sit down and actually say, okay, I will do these things and you will do these things. But in the NFL draft, as you know, there's a board of people you can take and put on your team. And once somebody else picks them, you can't have them unless you work out a deal later. And so I've got in front of us on a piece of paper 20 of the most common household chores. And these are 20 chores that we both definitely have to do at our house. And so if we drafted chores, I would be interested to see, looking at this list, honey, which ones you're like, okay, I'm taking this one because I definitely want to do this because I don't want to do maybe another one and so forth.
Or maybe
and so
I want
on.
to do it because I don't want you to do it.
Exactly. That's there's also a strategy to this. So if you were drafting your chore list off of here, we're just going to go through this list and one by one. Let me read them all first for everybody so you can hear them. Number 1, loading and unloading the dishwasher.
That was always my chore growing up.
I did. My mom said put them in the sink. Because I think she figured out I know how I want to load the dishwasher because you guys won't ever load it right.
I don't like dishes in the sink.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Number 2, laundry. So that's collecting it, putting it in, washing it, then folding it, and putting it away. It's the entire process of laundry.
See, like I feel like laundry is multiple steps and it can be multiple jobs.
It could be, but in terms of from hamper to hanger is the whole laundry chore. Number 3, making the bed. Number 4, mowing the lawn. Number 5, vacuuming. Number 6, cleaning the ceiling fans. Number 7, sweeping and mopping floors. Number 8, cleaning out the gutters outside. Number 9, smoke detector battery changing. Number 10, dusting and wiping surfaces, so counters and TV screens, shelving, all that. Next one, emptying and taking out the trash. Then cleaning the toilets. Yes, that is its own chore because it should be its own chore. Next one, changing out the air filter. Then cleaning the shower/bathtubs, decluttering the drawers, organizing the closets, cooking, cleaning the oven and the microwave, cleaning the refrigerator, and finally, number 20, cleaning the garage. So these are chores that we do at our house. And so looking at this list, honey, don't say out loud, but are there any things on this list that you're like, I probably will definitely think I'm going to leave that one to last because I really don't want to do it.
Well, yeah, but there's also ones that like I don't enjoy, but I know how to do better than you.
And there's ones on here that I just know you would rather me do. But at the same time, the fun of this is...
But like with laundry, I don't mind doing laundry, but I don't like putting it away.
Right.
So that's one way that we kind of divide that.
Yeah.
So what? No,
Yeah,
that's
it
part of the
really
game,
just
but-
depends. I know it's not really part of the game. Yeah, but by this definition, if we broke every one of these down into individual chores, we'd have 50 on this list. So this is just 20. So each of us get 10. We're just going to work through a draft. And we're going to talk through as we go. But let's see. You want paper, rock, scissors for who gets the first pick?
I mean, you can go first. I don't care.
No, I'm not doing that. That's not how the draft works. The person who had the worst season last year gets first pick. So,
Well, you do less of these, so you can pick first.
no, you do more of these then, so you should get to pick first.
So whatever you end up with, I don't have to do anymore. Or is this just a fun game?
Are we in front of all these listeners and viewers about to actually choose who does what around the house? Are we actually going to make a list
I
here?
mean, I'm not saying it's probably not legally binding, so I'm not holding my breath, but
I'm gonna say if any lawyers listening to this are like, "Oh, I can make this legally binding," but it does not. It doesn't matter to me. I think at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just really curious to go which ones you either enjoy or which ones you, like you said, you select because you don't want me to do them. That's the part of the fun of this, because then every time we make a choice, we're going to talk about why we chose it. And so I'm interested to hear what you choose
just
and why
looking
you
at this
choose
list
it.
too, I'm like, there's a lot that's not on here that I do.
I know. Well, I can't
Like the microwave and oven and the refrigerator and the wiping services, but there's like a deep cleaning the kitchen that's way more involved than that.
right.
But it's not on here.
Well, maybe you should have made this list. I'm in charge of show prep.
Okay, well, it's okay. We'll just go with it.
If you want to roll with it and say this also could include this along with that chore, we can say that as we go. Because mowing the lawn also includes weed eating, edging, everything that has to do with the grass. So,
No, I know that. That's obvious.
It's intensive with all of it. So,
Okay.
okay. All right. Well, honey, you get first pick. What are you taking off the list first?
It would have to be cooking.
Okay.
It's not that I love it. I do enjoy it okay, but not that you can't absolutely make anything. But I get very stressed out when David cooks because then the kitchen I feel like is all just kind of disorganized in the way I like it. You know, when someone else is in your kitchen, you're just like, ugh, I don't enjoy that.
And I don't know why. Yeah, go and highlight it. I don't know why growing up, Mom didn't teach me. Dad taught me how to grill a little bit. And I can definitely grill. I can grill food. I'm not terrible at it. I'm not as good as other people
Probably
are.
just didn't show a lot of interest, but
Well, no, it wasn't even that, because I love to eat and I love making certain things, and I do find cooking, when I know what I'm cooking, I find it energizing and therapeutic at times. But
David has this way of stirring that is like you like flip it and it goes everywhere. And it stresses me out when you stir.
I'm trying to blend it.
He doesn't like stir. He like,
I know I'm trying to blend it.
well, you blend it all over the
I guess I do. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's just be honest. Even if I did become an accomplished cook, I would still not be as good as you. And so
I tell him though, like cooking, like nothing I make is hard. It's just all about like following a recipe and then kind of learning it. Like it's not like I'm over here making 5-star meals or anything.
they taste 5-star.
Well, y'all are, not the most discerning taste palates, thankfully.
Are you really insulting me in front of everybody?
No, I'm just saying, I make like basic stuff.
Now, how about this? I like anything you make because everything you make is made with love.
I understand, but I'm also saying that y'all are easy to please too.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'm going to take one off this list that I know. See, the other thing about this is some of these chores are done very rarely.
and some of these chores are done in
Done
like
every-
5 minutes, and then some of them are like
And some of them
longer.
and some of them are done every day, and some of them do take longer. But I'm going to take one that I have openly said on this podcast that I enjoy doing, and that is I'm taking vacuuming.
David loves to vacuum. I think it's because you like to put your headphones on and like nobody can like mess with you.
No, the back and forth motion, the white noise of the motor, the watching things disappear. There's something
But it's
about
not
that.
like it's satisfying now that we have hard floors, is it?
Well, I mean,
'Cause I feel like vacuuming carpet's way more satisfying.
vacuuming carpet is definitely more satisfying. There's no question about that. But I still enjoy the process. I still enjoy the process of the only thing I don't like
Would you
about
enjoy
vacuuming.
it if you didn't have headphones on to listen to something?
Sometimes I don't, and I still do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and like when people need, there are times when like something else, I'll walk by in the sanctuary and something is like just all over the floor, whether it's dust or like Bill's in there, our friend's in there building something for us right now, and I know there's going to be sawdust in places, and I'm going to have to get the vacuum, and I'm actually looking forward to it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, because
there you go.
vacuuming does not bother me. So, what's your next pick?
Man, I'm trying to see, like, is it ones that, should I just take easy ones? Are we really playing for, you know? Man. I'm going to say sweeping and mopping.
Okay.
Not that I enjoy that one either. I don't. I really hate it. But I am kind of like particular in how I like it done, especially the mopping part. And even though it kills my back, so if I could ever hire a cleaning service, that would be like one of the highlights of my life, because the mopping is really hard on your back. But I do like it a certain way, and yeah. So.
And that is one of the ones that I would have left till last. I hate mopping and sweeping. I cannot stand it. When I worked at Papa John's, one day a week, I had to close the store. And I had to go in at the end of the day when everybody was leaving to go home, and the shift was over, and it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're not delivering any more pizzas tonight. From about 10 to 11, 11:30, I had to close, which means I had to shut everything down, wash everything, and sweep the floor, and then mop the whole floor. It takes you about an hour to do it all, and I dreaded every second of it. I hated it so much. So I'm so glad you picked that so I don't have to.
Well, it's not like my favorite thing to do either.
But you, like you just said, there's a way you want it done, and you know that I probably would not do it that way. So
yeah,
you took it away from me. All right, let's see. Next one for me. Just because I guess I'm more passionate about it, and it matters to me because I was kind of raised in it. Change the air filter.
That's an easy one.
It is an easy one, but it does matter to me, especially with the allergies we have and everything. Making sure that it's fresh, making sure that it's changed. And like most of you know, my father and my grandfather ran and owned a air filter business until they sold it. And so, yeah, I just, it's in my blood. I have to do it. So that'll be my next one.
Okay. I'm going to say laundry, but with a caveat, I really don't like to put it away. Okay. So anytime that David helps me put the laundry away, it makes me very happy because I don't mind washing it.
Then tell me thank you.
I do.
I'm just kidding.
I don't mind washing it. I don't mind folding it, hanging it up, whatever. But even like stacking it in piles, but putting it away, I just hate it. I don't know why I hate it.
I don't mind putting it away.
So, I mean, and that's like the shortest part is putting it away, but there's something about
Actually, no, it's not. Gathering it, dumping it in there.
Well, yeah, I just mean like folding it and all that takes way longer, but.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh, I hate folding. Folding is my least favorite part of the whole process. Putting it away doesn't bother me.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Let's see. Next one. You know what? I'll just save you and just say this is, in my opinion, not saying that a woman can't do this, but I think men just have it in their DNA to do this. I'll mow the grass.
I really liked mowing the grass when we lived in Indiana, and it was a lot flatter and less dangerous. But it's hard too with like the back injury I have and like the pelvic floor issues I have since having our kids.
Yeah.
Something about the mowing really exacerbates that. So
yeah.
And thankfully, our neighbors mow our front yard.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
All our yards are connected, so he can just run right over. And we don't have that big of a front yard right now. Yeah. And so he can knock ours out in like 5 minutes.
And he has like a riding lawnmower.
Yeah, I've got a battery powered push, and actually our weed eater is getting delivered today.
It is self propelled though, so
yeah. You can use it, but it drains the battery faster when you put the propel on. So
I always use self-propel.
I always push it because I want.
That's what makes it so easy.
That's part of the workout, and it makes the battery last longer.
Oh man, yeah. So, I don't do that when I work my house.
So I try to do that, but no, I like. I grew up landscaping, mowing my dad's grass, mowing my company grass. I hate weed eating. That's probably my least favorite, but I know you got to do it. And I really hate edging because I'm terrible at it. Making that straight line on your driveway or your sidewalk is not fun because you hit a pebble or you hit the edge and all of a sudden the thing jerks and you get this little divot now in the middle of your line. People that edge professionally, I envy you because you're good at it and I'm not good at it, but I have to do it.
By practice.
Yep.
I'm going to say one that is really easy. And it's easy to forget too, and it's not done very much. But I feel like I'm the one that always ends up doing it, and that's changing the direct detector batteries. For some reason, like they always seem to go off during the day when I'm home by myself.
And I'm thankful for that. Better than 2:00 in the morning.
Which, by the way, we probably need to change. It's been a little while.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it every 6 months.
Yeah, it's been at least a year. But I remember, actually, they went off like when the kids were home with me, when they were all beeping and stuff. And so we all went to Dollar Tree, got batteries, all came home. I went around to all of them, put all the,
Where you at
fresh
on
batteries.
Where you at on rechargeable batteries? We use them here for at the church.
I'm cheap, and I know overall they're cheaper, but like for something like that, they're like D's or something. There's no point in buying rechargeable and having them sitting around for 6 months.
Yeah, they're either C's or 9 volts, something like that.
Maybe they are. I don't remember, but
Typically they're 9 volts.
they might be 9 volts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would rather just go buy some, and especially like those low drain devices. They're not like using a lot of battery power, so I'm fine with the cheap ones.
Every time I think of the smoke detector, I think of that episode of Friends where everybody's up all night and Phoebe can't stop the
It's
smoke
not
detector.
everybody. It's just her. It's her apartment.
No, it's everybody's up all night.
Oh yeah, but it's only her up because of the smoke detector.
Right.
Yeah.
But I always found that hilarious.
That's
I remember
a good one.
That's a good one. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be controversial, and I don't care, but Jessica will tell you this is a passion of mine, and I'm very particular about it. I will load and unload the dishwasher.
Yeah, David is particular, but I will say,
Jessica does not know how to do it.
but they get clean, so it doesn't matter.
Sometimes.
No, they always do. Our dishwasher is very good, and what I will say though is you never have to load it unless you're loading your own stuff. We have this rule in our house. Well, it's mine and your rule. The kids don't really do it.
They're going to learn. They're going to learn how to do it as they get older.
As we dirty dishes, we put them immediately in the dishwasher. And then by the end of the night, you got a dishwasher full of dishes and you run it and then you empty it in the morning. Yep. It makes the kitchen feel so much cleaner than a pile of dishes. When we first got married, we did not do this because I hadn't learned it yet. This is a tip that I didn't learn growing up. We didn't do this either growing up. My mom would just wait till whatever, when
And then
the
she'd
dishes
gather
were
everything
full.
up and put them all in there.
Yeah, or whenever it was full, she would run it. If it's noon, she would run it. But I heard this in some like housekeeping talk or video or something I watched, and it has been life-changing for me because if my dishes are under control, I feel like the kitchen is under control. And there's nothing worse than like trying to go to cook dinner and you have so many dishes you have to do first to even be able to cook dinner.
I'm really curious. I hate to interrupt you, but I'm really curious how many other men or women struggle with this, because when stuff is cluttered, I see that it's cluttered, but it doesn't make me anxious or anything. For you, it is directly linked.
I think it's really common.
Your mood and your anxiety and your perturbedness and shortness and all of that has so much to do with how the house is.
But,
It's really interesting to me.
I think a lot of it is also because it's mostly my responsibility. So imagine you go into work and you see all these projects undone all around you. Would you be more anxious?
Okay, that makes more sense.
So I'm seeing all of the areas where I'm behind.
Oh, okay.
And all the things are piling
So
up.
in a way, it feels like a reflection on you, even though it's really not.
It does. And also, I do feel better. Like when the house is clean, there is this like calmness. I feel like the whole family feels, because I feel like everybody feels better.
Kind of like the feeling of when you see flowers on the table, it just does something.
Yeah, it just makes you feel like you're living in a, there's something it does to your mind. It just,
yeah. See, that makes perfect sense. I've just never thought of it that way, because every time when I come home and you're like, "Welcome to the pit," I'm like, what? I'm fine. I'm glad to be home, and you always immediately turn around and go, "Look, everything I got to do." I'm so behind. I'm like, I don't see anything you haven't done, but you see everything. So.
It just feels like the housework feels like a runaway train that you just cannot keep up with. That's the hard thing about all this stuff is you're never done.
Can you imagine if our kids played sports and you had like uniforms and helmets and bats and all that kind of stuff that's laying everywhere, and you got to make
the thing with that is you just have to find a place. You need a place for everything in your house to go.
Right.
And that can be really hard, but once
Otherwise,
it has
you get
a
the
home,
catch-all drawers and the catch closets.
once it has a home, and that's what drives me crazy about Lucy's room. Like she has a totally different
perspective
on things. Like we all are different, and that's fine. But she likes to have stuff out and like laid out.
She wants to see everything.
Yes. If you follow Clutterbug on YouTube, she has these decluttering styles or these like organizational styles. And the bee, I believe, is a person that likes to see their stuff. No, that's a butterfly. A butterfly likes to see all their stuff. They like to have it out, look at it.
Oh yeah, bees keep it all organized in the hive.
A bee is organized, but they like to have I forget how it is, but I'm a ladybug. A ladybug is, I want to have everything hidden. It be organized. Bees are like, I remember. Bees are like highly organized. Like, here's a drawer just for batteries.
Right.
A ladybug is more like, here's a drawer. It has batteries, pencils. It's more
which is what our drawers are.
Macro organized.
Yeah.
But it's all put away.
Right.
Butterflies are, I like to see it. Lucy is a butterfly.
Yes, she is.
I just went through her room.
Yes, she is.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she has so much just random stuff. I constantly have
She
to
gets a little bit of that from me, because if you've been in my office, I like to see everything out too. but I'm not near as bad as she is. She is her room looks like an explosion, but she can point to everything and see where everything
room
is.
is like a museum. Like
Yes, it
she
is.
has like all this
It
stuff
is.
just laid out. And so, that kind of stresses me
And she's
out.
always like, Daddy, I need a place to put this. I need a place
Which
to
is
hang
fine.
this.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
care if her room like is whatever, but like her room is also the guest room. So
Yeah.
anytime anybody comes over, it's like, okay, now we've got to deal with this.
Yep. And I'm in no hurry to move, but I am believing God and praying for God to give us a slightly bigger house so we can have a
just
guest
don't know
room
how that's ever gonna
so we
happen.
can have a guest room that stays a constant place. That
It was
all
hard
you have to do-
enough to find a 4-bedroom house. I can't even imagine a 5 or 6-bedroom house. How much that
It's
would-
out there, and in Jesus' name, we're going to have it someday. I'm already believing for it, and God wants us to have every good and perfect gift, and He wants to give us that. Okay, but no, let's go back to the chore because we got way off track on that. Here's
That's what makes it fun, though.
I know, but here's the thing. When it comes to a dishwasher, there is even a picture that comes with the dishwasher saying this is how you load a dishwasher. So anytime you put something in there that's not in the right place, it takes up space from other places. So where you should be able to fit 20 plates, I can only fit 10 because stuff is crossways or backwards or laying on top of the other way. Instead of going vertical and slots, it's going
gosh.
horizontal. And I'm like, okay, that's not the way the picture looks. The people who made this know the way you're supposed to load it. So load it that way so we can get more stuff in here and not have to run it 2 times. We can only have to run it 1
What
time.
I do is I will put it in whichever way. But if I'm like, oh, we need like 5 more plates in here, I will reorganize it to make it fit better. I just do that. Like, I don't have time to sit there.
I
every
watch you.
single
You just
time.
walk up, open it, and throw it in, and then shut it. I watch you do this, and I'm like, nope, move it, and then put it there.
I'm usually in the middle of cooking. There's kids everywhere. Yeah, I would take the shortcut.
Yeah, but when I train Lucy how to
And
unload
every
the
single
dishwasher,
time-
I'm going to
hey,
teach her my way.
I do know how. I just don't take the time.
You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will teach the kids how to do it too, right? I was taught how to do it right. But I mean, I will say you unload the dishwasher almost every morning. Have you ever seen stuff that's not clean? Our dishwasher's really good.
The only time I see stuff that's not clean is like when a spoon lands inside another spoon.
Yeah, that happens.
Or a cup got accidentally put on top of another cup, therefore it didn't get cleaned. And also, true, when you put a pot on the bottom, it blocks a lot of the water flow. So try to wash your pot separately. If you have a big bowl or a big plate, make sure it's vertical and not laying flat. That way it doesn't block the water getting sprayed. Anyway, that's why I like to do it, because when I do it, I never have problems. Anyway. All right, honey, your turn. We got a lot to do here.
I guess I'll say cleaning the oven and microwave, although I don't like doing it, but I feel like you would have no idea even where to start with the oven. I don't do the oven enough. That is a chore that I do not do enough. It's so easy to ignore that. And we have a self-cleaning oven, but it's still...
You still got to do it.
It gets so hot, it makes me nervous. I don't like to do it very often.
It does get really hot.
That's the whole point of self-cleaning. It basically burns everything off.
Wait till like an extremely cold summer night when it's when a rare one happens, like when a night gets down to like
When is there a very cold summer night?
like that random cold snap when it gets down to the 60s, you're like, okay, I'm going to clean the oven now because it's...
I know our oven is bad. I never clean it, but I feel like you would have no idea where to start.
I've done it before. I just don't do it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it more than me for sure.
The microwave, I am obsessed with the microwave.
I've cleaned the microwave 100 times.
If I open a microwave and there's stuff all over it, that grosses me out so bad. We both do like a good job at keeping the microwave clean. And we like always cover our food so it doesn't splatter everywhere.
And I make sure if it does get dirty, I take the plate out and run the plate and the wheel thing in the dishwasher
I run
too.
that all the time too.
Yeah, we have to make sure we do that.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Let's see. I need to look at one that I actually enjoy doing on here. Okay, I do enjoy this. Every morning I like making the bed.
You do.
Now, I don't make our kids' beds because they need to learn to make their own beds, but I make our bed almost every single morning. And I try to evaluate how Jess is feeling in the morning, and if I think she might take a nap, I turn the bed down a little bit.
Aw.
That way she can just get
You
right
do a
in.
good job of making it. I do like, if you don't do it, I usually try to do it because I do like having the bed made.
Yep. I always had best bed at camp. My dad, and I don't know what it is. My dad taught me. When I was doing, I went to a youth camp that was like Army themed. And so like they came in and not meanly, but they came in and messed with you like drill sergeants, and they like took a penny and bounced it if it bounced on your mattress and all that, like a drill sergeant would do. And every single person was like, "Now you see this kid? He knows how to make his bed. Y'all need to all make your beds like this kid." Because I was just taught from my dad, like being in Royal Rangers, when you have a properly made bed, it's smooth. There's no wrinkles. Everything's pulled tight. Everything, you can see the shape of the bed. And so, yeah, I always pull the sheets too. I move it up, and then Jessica told me how she likes the pillows, and so I try to always do them that way.
Yeah, we don't always put all the pillows back on, but I do like having. There's something about it's been like proven that making your bed makes you have a better day. And it's just that feeling of like it does, just like okay, so the sink is like the heart of the kitchen.
Which, by the way, I don't think I made the bed this morning because we were so
You
right.
did.
Oh, I did?
I
Oh,
saw
thank
it.
good. Good.
So when the sink is messy, the whole kitchen feels messy. It's like that with the bedroom too. If your bed is made, even if there's other stuff out, it feels like it's more put together.
Yep.
When your bed's like all messed up, and then some people are like, well, why make your bed? Because you're just going to go back to sleep.
They're just going to mess it up
But
again.
doesn't it feel so good to get into a bed that's been made?
Yes.
It feels so much better.
Yes.
So I think it's important.
And like you said, every time you walk in and out of your bedroom, which for you is like 100 times a day, you see a made bed every time.
And like our bedroom isn't somewhere that I can just close the door and nobody goes in there.
Right.
Like my computer's in there. It's like my office. So I'm in there all the time. The kids are in there all the time. So it just feels better to have it made up.
All right. Your turn.
I'm going to say one that I just do naturally all the time, and that's dusting and wiping surfaces. Not necessarily the dusting, which I mean, I do it, but I hate when like the kitchen counters or the bathroom counters have like crummies. I'm always, I have like
And I've openly apologized, like toothpaste splatter.
oh my gosh.
Straight. I rinse my sink out after
Your
shaving.
sink is not bad. It is the kids.
It could be a lot worse, and I try to maintain it.
You don't have like Windex on here, but like the mirror in our kids' bathroom, I will Windex
Well,
it.
I'm counting that as a surface, cleaning the surface.
I will Windex that thing. The same day.
Yes.
It looks like they spit right in the mirror. I do not
It's
understand
only Lucy
it.
because Mark and Nate don't spit.
I think they like splatter. I don't know what they
Maybe.
do, but it is so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It is.
Like the Fly Lady system, you guys let us know if you've ever heard of this, but she has this thing where you wipe down everything in the bathroom every single day, which if you're doing it every single day, it doesn't take that long because it's
Right.
not that bad, but you like wipe down the toilet, do the toilet bowl, wipe down the mirrors, wipe down the counters. I need to do that again because that did really help the bathroom stay more clean.
Okay. So as all of you are hearing this, you're obviously seeing the handful that are neither one of us are touching yet. We're putting them off because we don't want to do them or we don't like doing them. Good grief. All right. Since I'm already outside cutting the grass, I'll do the gutters.
I've never done a gutter in my life.
It's not fun.
Well, I know that, but
It's
like
not fun.
you have to like climb on a ladder and stuff, and that's
And
just
we
not
don't
my
have
style.
one, and I need one. I've used a step ladder, which I can't see the gutter. I'm reaching over, trying to get up in it and make sure I get everything.
I thought we had a ladder.
We don't.
Didn't we used to?
No. We've never had a 6-footer.
Not a 6-footer, but I thought we had a little one.
We that's what we have. We have that black step ladder. We've never had a 6 or 8 footer, and we desperately need one. There's a lot of stuff we need, but a weed eater, particularly. I clean the gutters once or twice a year. I weed eat 17 times a year, so I needed the weed eater first. So that's why we got it first. But yeah, I hate cleaning the gutters, but you have to do them because for flooding reasons and maintaining in your flower beds and everything, you got to clean your gutters. So I hate it though. But I'm already out there, and I don't want to make you do it because if you fall off a ladder, I can't.
If I fall off a ladder, we are screwed.
If I fall off a ladder, I'll be okay.
I mean, if you fall off a ladder, we're screwed too. But yeah.
But I've been on more ladders than you, and I know how to handle a ladder. So,
all right, I'll let you do that.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna say cleaning the refrigerator, not because I enjoy it. I do not. That is the worst chore of the kitchen. I hate it, but I feel like you would have no idea what to do.
No, it's not that. I would have an idea what to do because I've watched you do it enough. But I have learned that we both are very organized people, but you have a system. This is how I want my fridge to look when I open the doors.
Every refrigerator is so different, and taking everything out is such a pain, and putting it all back together. Remember that the fridge we had in Indiana
Worst
was
fridge
the
we've ever
worst.
had.
It took both of us to clean that out because we
Yes.
could not get the things out.
What is it about these fridges that have like just enough of a crack where like liquids and powders and things can get down in there, but then when you want to try to clean it, you can't get the dadgum thing open. I hate those things.
Right now, I have these liners on the shelves that really do help it not get too bad.
But then they
and
get
I can
bad.
kind of like spot clean it. But the worst chore ever is when you have to take everything out,
Yep.
clean out every drawer. I hardly ever do that because it's so bad. It's just no fun.
Like what, maybe 2 times a year, if that,
On a good year.
on a good year.
I hate it. It does feel really good when you get it done, though.
Absolutely. But do you ever clean the freezer?
Yes, but that's even less often because
cold kills things.
Well, like there's little crumbs from like, chicken nugget bags and stuff that like get all in the bottom. And it's just such a pain to deal with.
Yeah, you got to get the vacuum cleaner out. Hey, I know a guy.
No, but then they're like kind of wet and like stuck to it,
Yep. Okay, my turn. Let's see here. I'm training Lucy to do this because I don't want to do it except for the last day and eventually she'll do every single piece of this, and that's empty and take out the trash.
But I will say she doesn't do the kitchen trash. I do that.
I do it too.
We do. Well, she can't yet. She's too young, but
she does take. But
she takes a little bag.
She's with the wheels. She could take the trash out to the street. We just don't let her do it yet.
It's kind of heavy. Like
she could do it.
I do the trash to the street sometimes. Sometimes you do it. And it's fine, but I don't think she could.
I just hate the day it falls on because Friday I'm not in trash mood.
He's not in trash mood.
Well, here's the crazy thing: the perfect day. Okay, leave this in the comments. When does your trash come and get collected? In my opinion, personally, the best day to come get your trash, and I know if you live in a big city, they have to rotate days, but the best day to get your trash is Monday morning.
No, I don't think so because I think everybody would forget.
No.
Mondays are crazy.
No, because your trash can is filled from all the things you did all weekend.
Honey, Monday morning is like horrible for people. They're like dragging out of bed. I don't think people would like that.
Well, Friday's the worst because you're ready for the weekend. You're in fun mode. You're not thinking about taking out the trash. Monday, you came off of fun mode. I got to get rid of all this trash.
Growing up, our trash was always on Thursday.
We always had Monday morning.
So I mean, I don't know. I feel like you get used to whatever it is.
Yeah,
it doesn't really bother me.
But there's been at least 10 times since we've lived here that I've forgotten it was Friday and they take the trash out.
There's been more than 10.
Okay.
There's only been like one or two that both of us forgot.
Yeah.
So that's not terrible.
But yeah, I've done it. It was one of the first chores my dad taught me how to do. So I just do it. And Lucy needs to learn how to do it. Nate needs to learn how to do it too. They both can do it.
Okay. I'm going to say organizing the closets because you organize your side, but I do my side that's not very organized right now, and I do all the kids' closets.
Yeah.
So I don't think you could.
I could.
You could.
If I knew kind of what you wanted.
But like that's the thing with organizing the kids' closets, you constantly have to remove things that they've outgrown.
Right.
And I feel like you would have no idea where to start with that. Because it's not like everything is size 5 or below. Because it's like, well, some sizes 5 still fit.
I use the leapfrog method because we have a movie where they make the letter sorter, and it's the Leap Academy, and I always go, okay, if this letter's too small, then you probably can't wear it.
But that's what I'm not saying though. Like some 5s still fit him, some 5s don't. It depends on how they're made. So I feel like you would have no idea. Even if I said get all the 5s that he's outgrown, you wouldn't know which ones were the ones that he outgrew and which ones weren't.
I just look at the ones that are hanging, and if it looks obviously much smaller than all the other shirts on the thing, I don't grab it.
Well, that's not a good system.
It's pretty good when if there's 99 shirts that are all the same size and there's one that's too small.
There ain't 99.
You know what I mean?
No, it's you can't tell just by looking at it. They're all so close.
Yep.
Some are like, oh, this.
And
fits
you say
in
my
here.
side. You say my side's organized, not as well as it should be.
I'm just saying it's better than my side's horrible. But we've gone through so many clothes sizes that it's just a hot mess. We've got to get in there and do it. But
all right, I think we're on the back third now of these. Next thing I'm going to take. You know what? I do it about once or twice a year, and actually enjoy doing it because it lets me get some fresh air while I'm doing it. I'll clean the garage.
Yeah, you do that.
I usually do it in the spring, so it's probably about time to do it again. And then I usually do it in the fall when the grass is supposed to be done. So when I'm not cleaning anymore, then I'll clean the lawnmower off and I'll try to reorganize things. Because also the reason I need to do it in the spring, especially, is because we don't have a ton of Christmas stuff. But just throwing it back on the shelves, we can make it look a little better. And especially because we have a 2-car garage, we need to be able to get in.
Right now, our garage is full of like donations we need to take out.
Yeah, we need to take out. Yeah. And I mean, we need to get more stuff off the ground and onto the walls, but it's just really hard. If I put many more shelves, we're going to pull the sheetrock completely off the wall because we got a lot of stuff hanging in there. But we could definitely do a little better. But yeah, Lucy helped me a little bit last year, and it is fun to back the cars out and blow everything out and pull everything. It's fun. You pull everything down, and you're like, "When did we buy this, honey?"
Oh yeah.
And it's just like something just sitting in there forever.
Well, we really try to keep our garage under control because we want to be able to fit both of our cars in there. I feel like your garage, when you stop being able to put your cars in there,
right?
It overtakes quick. It overtakes quick.
Yep. Yeah, you got.
And you lose that whole space.
Yeah, that's my goal too. And thankfully we've got both cars. We've got a fridge that was donated to us, and we've got that freezer we've had for how many years?
We bought that with a tax return money when Nate was like We may have had Lucy. They were both really little.
Yeah, like 15, 16.
And I had been using just the freezer on the top of the refrigerator, and I was like, we are running out of room when we get our tax return money. And I paid like $300 for that thing. Now they're way more expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And we've had it for
almost a decade.
Yeah.
And I love it. So yeah, we make sure that all that stuff fits in there, plus a couple of cabinets that we have in there for like box cereals and chips that we haven't gotten to yet. Because Jessica's a big bulk buyer, so we always like back.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff from Sam's out there.
So yeah, all right. I like organizing and cleaning the garage.
I'm gonna say decluttering the drawers again, just because a lot of that is like kids' clothes and stuff, and I feel like that just falls on me.
This is an area where Lucy needs to learn.
Well, she does. I normally take her in there and I'm like, which of these, let's try these on, but she can't do the boys and she can't do,
Yeah. Well, when I put decluttering drawers, it's not just clothes, it's the kitchen drawer that's got all the stuff.
But again,
in
like
it.
she doesn't know like the stuff we use. It would have to be like her helping us because.
And you also declutter all the utensil drawers, silverware drawers.
Yeah. I try to do
stuff,
that as stuff breaks or whatever.
Office drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not great, but.
Yeah. We need to get back into that. All right, we're down to the last handful, and it's hilarious. Okay, so what we have left, because I know all of you are like, what's left? What's left? We have cleaning the ceiling fans, we have cleaning the toilets, and we have cleaning the showers
I feel like one
and
of
the
these
bathtubs.
is way easier than the others, but the reason I haven't chosen cleaning the ceiling fans is just because they're so high up. Unless I get like a chair, it's hard for me to do, but I don't mind doing it.
Right. Okay.
I hate the toilet and I hate the showers and bathrooms, but I usually do both of those.
I knew that those two would be last because those are my absolute least favorite as well. So you know what? Because I'm tall, I'll clean the ceiling fans.
Oh, wow. Such a shock.
Now, and just a little, if you don't know how to do this, here's just a free thing. As a lot of people are like, well, yeah, you get a pillowcase and you wrap it around the blade and then you very firmly scrape it and get all that stuff off and the pillowcase catches everything. And you do that for all of them. Yeah. You people that just climb up and just bust it. Now you got to vacuum again. And not only that, it's all over everything.
I don't mind doing that if I'm going to vacuum anyway, but like most of our ceiling fans are over the bed. So then the stuff gets on the bed and all that.
Now you're breathing it, sleeping in it.
Yeah.
So bad.
Even if your sheets aren't on the bed, then it gets on anyway.
Yeah. Get a pillowcase.
I would rather clean the toilet than the shower and bathroom. I hate cleaning the shower and bathtubs. So I will say clean the toilet, even though I do not like it. And this is maybe TMI, but our toilets in our house, I hate them.
Me too.
I hate them.
Me too.
They're like porous.
Yes.
And they don't like have a finish on them. And so when we bought the house, there was like stains on them that you cannot get off no matter what you do. So I've told David, like, eventually I want to replace both of these toilets.
Agreed.
So every time I clean the toilet, I get frustrated because I'm trying to get off stains that.
Especially because, on the surface, they're clean. It's just for the longest time.
But they look bad. And I feel like
Either
when people come over, they're like, their toilets are disgusting.
Either they haven't been, I'm
talking like the bowl part.
Yeah, either they weren't maintained correctly or just no matter.
It's not. It's like, when you see a toilet that's not shiny on the inside, like it's like porous.
Right.
I have heard you can get like a pumice stone or something.
It'd be a whole process.
I know, but I hate them.
How expensive is a toilet?
They're not that expensive, I don't think.
Maybe we should summer book that, get a plumber in there to fix that.
No.
I know it'd be money, but if it'll save you a piece of mind and get one that doesn't do that.
And it's gross too, because it's like other people's,
Ugh.
That's gross.
Yeah. I don't even want it to, I don't even care if it's mine. I don't want to see it again. I've already dealt with it once.
So gross.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry for being graphic about it, but it's just, no one wants to deal with that.
Nobody likes to deal with it. And when you have boys.
Oh.
Y'all are terrible about not lifting the seat. Then you sit and pee, and then pee goes all in the little cracks, and it goes down the toilet.
Or worse, hey, Nate, would you look where you're aiming, kid? Seriously, look where you're aiming. And now that he's getting up in the middle of the night, half asleep, it ain't helping.
It's awful.
It's so terrible.
It's so gross. So I take one for the team. I'll do the toilet.
All right. So that leaves me with cleaning the showers.
Which you're
and the
never going to do.
That's not true. I've done it before. I try to do it.
What I like to do is I try
to do it as I'm showering.
Yeah, I need a better scrubber in there because when we have it doesn't do too good. But if you're in the shower anyway, just to wipe stuff down. That usually works
that's
pretty
what
well.
I try to do.
The bathtub, I don't mind like the hall bathtub. It's not that bad. But our jetted bath, I hate jetted bathtubs now that we have one. It's almost impossible to keep those things clean.
Yeah.
There's no way to.
Yep.
The best thing I've done is to like run a dishwasher tab in there and like, but you still like try to scrub those jet things are not easy.
No, they're not.
It's so
You
bad.
got to get like a wire brush and stick it up in there.
It's so bad. I hate it. If we ever could design a house, I would not choose that again.
Right.
I mean, they're cool and it feels good and all that, but it is hard to keep clean.
Yeah. I'd rather have a big soaker tub.
Yeah.
I do. Like the tall kind you can lay fully in. But those are really expensive though because they're so long, especially
Like
for 6 foot
when we were
guys like
in
me.
our first apartment, we had like a garden tub. It was a big tub, but it was just a tub. Like there wasn't jets, and I liked that way better.
Me too.
It was way easier to clean.
Me too.
So anything you have to like bend down like that, it really wrecks my back.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
There was one time where those things got like black gunk in it, and I mean, it was like a month-long process of trying to clean those out.
That was the highest water bill we've ever had because we spent a month trying to clean that thing.
It was awful. And we haven't had that issue again, but we do have, it is dirty. I need to clean it. Speaking of.
Yep.
So fun.
Are there any honorable mentions that were not on this list that you can think of that we do?
I mean, I tried to say them as we were going. Can you think of anything?
I mean, going around and plugging in devices at the end of the day.
It's not really clean.
I mean, I'm the electronics guy. I make sure everything's plugged in and charged. I try to because I know it's a big frustration for everybody. The remote's dead or the phone's dead or the iPad's dead. And I'm like, I just don't want to hear it, so I'll make sure it's plugged in.
Yeah.
So.
And like just keeping like I said, the mirrors, the windows, that kind of stuff is important. And then like we have stainless steel appliances, so keeping the appliances wiped down.
Yeah.
Because they smudge.
Well, again, that's wiping surfaces, which is what you do.
Yeah, but surfaces are that's so broad.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what
really
you do.
broad.
You notice surfaces like crazy. I don't notice them near as much as you do.
You know, like somebody will spill something and it'll drip down a wall.
Yep.
You know, and then it'll dry. And then you walk by and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
I do.
And how long has that been there?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're constantly wiping down stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. That's pretty much, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But other than that, and we can't forget feeding and watering the Lulus.
She's not a house cleaner. House cleaning project.
No, she's not. But
Chore.
it is a chore. It's a chore that we have to do is every day. Okay. Which of us has to deal with her bathroom the most? That would be you.
Her bathroom.
Yeah, because you're home with her more. So
Like taking her out.
making sure she goes out and then yelling at her when she finds our shower mat or finds our towel.
So it stems from us living in apartments for so long and her getting used to pee pads.
Yep.
But if we have any sort of rug on the floor,
Yes.
she will pee on it.
And her favorite is Lucy's
Lucy's rug. She has this like shag rug.
I don't know if Layla says, "Oh, this feels like grass."
Yeah, I think she does. She's like, this is nice. And then, so we have to keep Lucy's door shut all the time. If it's not shut, she's going to go in there and pee on it.
Why did we get that?
Yeah, well, we didn't think about it. Like, it's cute. It goes, we have like, there's just like worn spot under her piano.
Yeah.
It makes it look nicer.
Right.
And then we have one other, this is why we don't have rugs in our house. We have one other rug and it's like a bath mat.
Yes.
And it's like a memory foam kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So when you step out, it feels good on your feet and you soak in.
And that's
the
in our
water.
bathroom, so she will pee on that stuff. So what we have to do is hang it up every day, and a lot of times people forget to hang it up.
Maybe, I hope I don't have to put like an expletive E next to this podcast because we've talked so much about bathrooms. But
She's a mess. But now that it's springtime and it's not, the rainy days are the worst.
Those
She
are the
really
worst.
likes to go outside
She does.
the most, so she does pretty good. But
Yeah.
Lucy's job is to feed and water her.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, like, a lot of times Layla will go through more than once a day. So it'll be the middle of the day and she's so funny. Like, she will let you know.
Yeah.
She'll go and stand at the dog food and be like, looking at it, looking at you.
yeah.
Or she'll like move her head where it like rattles.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, she needs water.
Yeah. Hey, water, please. Water, please.
She's very bossy.
She's very bossy. She's so freaking smart.
She is very smart.
She's very smart. She's one of the smartest dogs I've ever seen. She
Yeah,
really is.
She is. She'll let you know. Like, she will stare a hole in you. And
Hey,
there's so
I'm
many
hungry.
times
Feed me.
she'll come into where I am and she'll just give me this intense stare. And I'm like, oh, what does she need? And I have to like go investigate. But there'll be something.
There's
that she
always
needs.
something.
Yes.
Or there's something out of place or there's something going on. She always
Yes.
does it. And then one I thought of that mowing the grass doesn't bother me. Edging, weed eating, I don't like it. I hate dealing with leaves.
David hates leaves.
I hate it. I am going to save up. I don't know when or how. I'm getting a burn barrel. I'm getting one
this is the
so
thing.
bad.
David doesn't just hate leaves. He loves fire.
That's a great combination because watching leaves burn is very satisfying. I hate them. I hate them. We have this huge oak tree in our front yard, and then we have these big trees on the back. We're the only house that has this massive tree over our backyard.
I know. And when we moved in, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome," but I hate it because I'm always worried that it's gonna fall on our house.
Yep. And it kills our grass because the grass gets no sun.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
This is the thing, the difference of us, though. I care nothing about what the outside of our house looks like.
I care very much about what it looks like.
I mean, is it nice when the grass is cut and stuff? Yeah, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think you better be glad I don't, or I would have you out there planting flowers. And
I'm so thankful. I love my mom and dad, but they about killed me with their yard. And Jessica will tell you, their yard,
it's
front
beautiful.
and back, it's beautiful, but somebody had to maintain that. And now in their older age, they're not doing it as much as they used to.
They've cut back a lot of it.
They have cut back a lot of it, but my goodness.
It's a lot of work. Like me and Lucy had a little garden, and she would love to do it again. But oh my gosh, like the getting it ready and tending the ground and getting the weeds and all of that.
Yep.
It is not my strong suit.
When it was time to landscape here at the church, I told the men and people involved, I said, I just need plants that will take care of themselves. And all we got to do is once or twice a year, trim them back a little bit. I am not dealing with overgrowing stuff or stuff that sheds all the time because I'm not going to deal with that. And I don't want our people to have to deal with it either. So yeah, I hate maintaining landscaping. It is one of my biggest things. It's one of the easiest checks I would write is to pay somebody to take care of that.
And the easiest check, I would pay someone to clean our house like that.
Absolutely.
Before I would do landscaping.
Absolutely. And that's why we need all of you to like, comment, and subscribe and boost us up.
Please let us get enough money.
Yeah, help make our dreams come true.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. Kind of, but not really.
Oh man,
No.
that would be the easiest
It would be
decision
amazing
for me ever.
It'd be amazing. And the more we don't have to do that, we get to do stuff like this and we get to make content for all you to enjoy and listen to. And I'm sure all of you are going through your chores right now listening to this.
Because that's like the thing with a housekeeper. It's not like, oh, well, you never have to clean again if you have a housekeeper. They're only coming like once a week, once or twice a month.
Right.
And so you're still doing the daily stuff, but it's like what I'm doing right now, this deep cleaning.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I say our house is a mess, people are like, oh, they're living in a mess. It's not a mess.
No.
It's just the deep cleaning needs to be done. I do the daily stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there might be toys out and stuff.
One of our kids' chores is every single day as we're taking medicine, get ready to go to bed. Everybody go pick up all your stuff.
So it's not bad. It's just like, okay, now everything's piled up where we need to clean the bathrooms. We need to sweep the floors. We need to do the mirrors. And so if we had someone that could do that stuff, it would be life changing, you know, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, there's cleaning services out there, but yeah, it's expensive to maintain.
We can't do it right now.
No, we cannot.
So maybe when I'm like 80.
Yeah. Well, and our children need to learn this stuff. Otherwise, I don't
No, and like, that's the other thing. Like, I feel like they would still learn it. Like, because we're doing the daily stuff.
Right.
You know, we're still unloading the dishwasher. We're still, if there's a mess, we're going to sweep it up. We're not be like, oh, the housekeeper comes next week,
Yeah.
But this deep cleaning stuff, it is for the birds.
Absolutely.
It's no fun.
I agree. We hope you guys enjoyed this, and I would encourage you and your husband or you and your wife, y'all get together if y'all are out there or whatever you have, get with your kids and maybe do this and go, okay, we're going to draft chores. What's everybody going to do? And I enjoyed this conversation. This was fun. So, but everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you're listening on an audio podcast platform, make sure you give us 5 stars. Leave us a comment on there if you'd like to. And make sure if you want to send us a lengthy comment or a voice recording, I'm still expecting those and wanting to see those and hear those. So send those to married15tolife@mail.com. That's married15tolife@mail.com. Sweetheart?
If you're watching on YouTube, it definitely helps us out if you will give the video a thumbs up. Check to make sure that you're subscribed. That really helps out our channel as well. And leave us a comment down below, as well as hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
Absolutely. I'm so thankful for you. Thank you that you do all of these things.
Is this legally binding? So now you're going to, clean the showers and bathrooms for me?
I will help you more with that. Will you cut the grass one time a year?
Maybe.
No, I'm not going to make you do that. I want you in bed for 3 days. We're not doing that. All right. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. I will see you later. Go back and get that nest ready for the in-laws, for your parents, for my in-laws. And I appreciate you so much for all that you do for our family.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Until next time, everybody, I'm David.
I'm Jess.
I'm the
I'm
husband.
the wife.
And we are married.
15 to life.
I got to cut the grass. See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.